Hey there, I've got another late model Wenger to show you and talk about. This is the Wenger Evo Wood 14. And Wenger came out with this in 2010. It was an updated version of their Traveler with the Evo ergonomic scales, and they are in walnut. And they make a big deal out of this being Swiss walnut, which I guess is, from walnut grown there in Switzerland, and it's done in a sustainable way. I understand that they basically use just scrap byproduct to make these knives. So you just need a little piece of scrap and you can make a nice scale for a pocket knife. So this is an 85mm knife. It's a 3-layer knife. It's the basic tool package plus Wenger scissors. And I'm just kind of on a kick to get some late model Wengers that, some knives that were kind of uniquely Wenger before they get gone or, are all beat up or whatever. So I got this on eBay, and Victorinox still makes these. They call it the Victorinox, Delamont collection, the Evolution Wood 14. But they made some changes, and but I was able to get this for about half of, well, less than half of retail what they charge for those. So I think I did all right there. Basically, what you have is you've got, first of all, your Wenger can opener, and on the Victorinox one, that's going to be a Victorinox style can opener. And you do have a cap lifter screwdriver, and on the Victorinox one they continue to use the old Wenger style because it's this really nice pressure lock system where when you push down on it really hard, it clicks in there and locks, so it won't collapse on you under pressure. There we go. Needs a little oil. And this size knife is going to have the nail tool, file, and cleaner. I like that. I don't often use that small second blade on Victorinox knives, and I just think that's, for me anyway, probably a little more useful. And then the main blade here, this is your Wenger blade with a little bigger belly. The tank stamp reads Wenger, Delamont, Switzerland stainless. Of course, on the Victorinox model, that will read Victorinox whatever. And then the scissors. These are really nice scissors, I think. Wenger style scissors have this captive spring bar instead of the little leaf spring that often breaks on Victorinox ones. And they have, I don't really know how great this is, but they've got these micro serrated, I think we can pick that up, micro serrated edges on their scissors that are supposed to be self-sharpening. They're just flatter too, and they fit in the knife without taking up so much real estate. And I think Victorinox likes them too because they continue to use them on these knives. And then on the back tool, so you got the corkscrew, and you have an awl. Now, one thing I like about Wenger awls is that the nail nick's on this side with a cutout, so they're a lot easier to get to. You don't have to fumble over the corkscrew to try to find that. It's right here. Unfortunately, once you do open it, you get a, I think, more inferior tool. It's longer than a Victorinox, but it's not sharpened in any way. So it's just really kind of a dull punch. But there that is. So I like these scales. One difference you're going to see, of course, with the Victorinox one, it's going to have the Victorinox symbol here now, but it also does not say anything here, whereas this says Wenger. But I like these Evolution scales. They really are ergonomic in a smart way. It doesn't really matter which way you hold the knife. It is contoured to fit your fingers. It feels really good. These are pretty thick. I think these scales are a little thicker than the wood scales you're going to find on, say, a 91mm Victorinox due to the swell, you have to make these ergonomic scales. So you can see that's pretty thick little scale there. So that should make it a little more durable. I like that. One thing I'm not really sure I do like is that they're proud. They intentionally milled them, cut them, to stand up off of the back springs here. So that's not flush across there in any stretch of the imagination, and I don't really know. It's not uncomfortable or anything, but I just really don't know how I feel about that. So yeah, one other thing too is you don't get toothpick or tweezers with these walnut scales, whether you're buying an old Wenger or a new Victorinox. I don't really know why that is. That's too bad because I really like the Wenger inboard toothpick and tweezers, the way that they're kind of hidden and they don't have to cut a notch in the scale. They don't seem to come out as easy and get lost. But I guess they can't mill the wood to make those channels or something accurately, wood sometimes is a little hard to work with. So you don't get those. So I guess, yeah, that's it. Oh, I wanted to say that if you're interested in picking up an old Wenger Evo Wood, Swiss Knife Shop still has some new. I'm not plugging Swiss Knife Shop in any way. They don't know me from Adam. I don't really care. But they do have a few Wenger Evo Wood 17s. Those are your 4-layer knives, so it's going to have scissors and a saw. And they've got a few, as I speak, Evo Wood 10s left, which is just your basic tool set. But they're actually running a special on the Evo Wood 17s. They're cheaper than the 10s. So why am I telling you this instead of just going there and buying them myself? I don't know. I guess I just love you. So yeah, I'm happy with that knife. Cleaned up really well. One tip with the wood, I think this came dirty and dry. So, I cleaned it with Murphy's wood soap. And then I oiled it with butcher block oil. And then when that soaked in, I wiped off the excess and shined it up with a neutral shoe polish. Wenger Evo Wood 14. Thanks for watching and have fun collecting.